Well, I got myself stuck in tension. I got myself stuck in tension. It wasn't as horrific as like in the beginning days where it's just but it's still something where when you get stuck in it, you can't think or talk very well. Like if somebody tries to talk to you and you try to talk back, you won't immediately hear what they're saying and immediately be able to converse straight back to them because your focus isn't on them. You don't have a gut feeling on them. You're just feeling tension. And then your concentration is trying to stop doing the tension. But if they like say something, you'll be like, oh yeah, I heard that, but on the secondary market, kind of like memorizing a phone number. You hear it the first time, but you still you remember it like. You remember it, the phonetics of the sound. You remember, and then you can figure out what it was said. And then you just kind of like, because you're still kind of doing tension at the same time, you just say like, just stuff you said before, nothing real important. I mean, you can't vocalize really complex words because your thinking is really not there. It's really off. This thing keeps taking a picture. And the thing is, I did this biofeedback and neurofeedback with the electrodes in your head, and I was trying to do an experiment where I would get the brain waves to go up and down really fast, and in order to do that, you would do tension, but it will read as muscle tension, so I just tried to do inner tension as much as I could, trying to basically cheat the system, I didn't know what I was doing. I was pretty young. So boy, I just, oh my God, I can't believe what is happening to me. It's been so long out here without like anybody, anything. I just want to sleep nonstop. Just waiting for death. But it's kind of stupid because outside of this tension, I'm actually really, really fucking smart, really good at athletics. But in the tension, it's just zombie land. It's hell. It's such a huge difference. But my goal is, let's see, how to stop doing it right away, rather than like through the course of days trying to like do Tai Chi out of the tension, and then once I start feeling the exterior, then just kind of like just keep going on it, and then, go for the greatest happiness, and then eventually kind of kick out of it to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm out of it now. I can just go on and think and just do and just concentrate on what I need to do and then not think about biofeedback at all. And that works, but getting out of it immediately when I start doing this, it feels like inflammation, like if you had a stuffy nose, but it's all throughout wherever I've done it to myself, and then I'm just feeling it, and then the concentration on it and how I don't want to feel it it's just so complex because it's like, yeah, I need to not think about it. Yeah, I need to switch my thoughts into just what I need to do, general conversation, just like everybody's just thinking about just doing conversation. They're thinking about their work day, what they need to do, or they probably have kids and they got tons to think about. They never get attention and then get obsessed with figuring out how to stop the tension. But I mean, that is the switch out you need. You need to just start thinking about other stuff, but also at the same time, this needs to be relaxed. Because I can get stuck in tension and then try to think about other stuff, but I'm doing the tension at the same time. It's still just an absolute nightmare. So, but to switch out of it without doing tension and going back to the genius self, how do I do it right away? Now I'm starting to feel a headache. Like when I'll feel headache at the same time, well then I really don't want to. Then I'm thinking, I'll just keep doing the tension, zombie tension, until the headache goes away. Then I'll like try to figure out how to get out of it, maybe. I mean, I can get out of it. I do it all the time where I get out of it, but it seems like I've never really been able to just snap out of it. Boy, would that be great if I could figure just... It's not that I can't figure out how to snap. Snapping out of it, that's... I wonder why I can't just snap out of it. I can snap into it. Because I don't, that's something that I don't want to do. So if I start feeling it and then it's like, shit, this is it, this is the tension, then it's just immediately worse. Whereas, so I would have to do the opposite, where, I'm out of it, and because what makes it worse is me realizing, I'm doing tension and focus, and then I want to get out of it, so it's like I basically start trying to get out of it, and then I really get stuck in it. So the opposite of that would be to, relax yourself a bit. Tai Chi, feelings out of it, because you want to get your gut emotions to flow. Because when you get stuck in the tension, the gut emotions aren't there anymore. You're in zombie land. You barely, like you try to watch a movie, you're barely seeing it. Like, it's kind of like being really high on marijuana or something. Except I'm doing to myself by doing this inner tension thing that I did by accident, not knowing what I was doing originally. And then I always fear it and it happening again, and then, I mean, there's no outside force that does it to me. It's not, I mean, it is part of that biofeedback. I mean, I'm doing it to myself. It's just that, just when I start feeling it, it's like, fuck it, I just make it worse. I really, like, the trying to stop it is a good, it's a catch-22, because it's like, trying to stop it, usually I can't get out of it right away, but if I don't even try to stop it, then it also won't, I can't stop it either. So the trying to stop it actually makes it worse for a while, but then once I'm able to get out of it, it's better than what it was when I was kind of like doing a little bit of tension, but not even trying to stop it, trying to ignore it kind of thing. It's really hard to explain. But let's try to get out of it, okay? So, I mean, I know what I'm doing and I know what I need to do. I just need to think about everything and then once those gut emotions kind of connect with the thoughts of just every like you kind of be relaxed, and then just think about life and everything. Let the emotions kind of flow throughout the body as one kind of thing, because this blood flow needs to drop out of this tension. I call it tenuption because I do the tension up in my head area, so it's like up, it's tension up. But I named that a long time ago, tenuption, because what I have done, I don't think anyone has ever done before. I'm the only one that's ever done this to themselves. But the escape of it, okay? Yeah, just get out of it, okay? Then, but once you are kind of out of it, and you're just kind of like, okay, in general, because the thing is, the tension projection is what you can't do. It's like I'm trying to stop it, but my trying to stop it is like I'm still doing tension in trying to think. So I'm thinking in tension because I'm doing tension in trying to think at the same time. It doesn't work. That's the opposite of what it makes it worse, if anything. So, I mean, there can't be this tension connected. This tension needs to be relaxed, and then the thought flow needs to run without any tension. Right? Like, obviously, right? Well, then do it. Anyways, so let's say I do it. And let's say I do it right away. So I do it right away. I'm all good. Okay, I'm back to normal. Okay. Then you need to believe, okay, yeah, I'm out of it. It's all good. No worries. Let's just keep thinking. Because you'll revert like, oh yes, I'm out of it, I think. It's like, that just keeps reverting you back. It's like, no. I am out of it. I'm confidently out of it. I'm all good. I'm thinking. There's a gut emotion in here. The connections are just rolling just normally. Everything's all connected back, kind of like in unison in just the way it's supposed to be. I'm just gonna keep thinking, just staying relaxed in those thoughts, and being real connected, because those thoughts really connect you into the third world. Not that kind of third world. I mean third dimension. Like not first. Like, because in the tension you fall into the first dimension. It's like everything, you're kind of like blind to the outside world. You're not feeling it, you're not sensing it, your gut feeling's not there. You can't pay attention to movies because you're just feeling the tension. It's a nightmare. But yeah, so once you get your thoughts back and everything, you're back to like you before you ever did the biofeedback. Then yeah, you're back into the third world, and it's just kind of like automatic, because that's just how our brain is programmed to operate. But then you're thinking and everything, and then wow, I'm the smartest person in the room. I'm like the smartest. It's a huge difference. I really become very, 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 very smart, very fast thinking, very fast talking. I can plan things. With the thoughts, very complex, and it's just all automatic. I'm just automatically smart. I'm not trying to be smart. It's just automatic. If I'm not doing tension, I'm just thinking about what I'm seeing, and the thoughts are rolling, and then I'm just like, well, now this is just me, and I'm not going to do that biofeedback anymore. So I'm not going to think about it or whatever. Just don't think about it again. Just continue to think and outthink people and all that jazz. And then you're out of it. So now I have gotten out of it in this way, where a majority of my attention is actually just kind of relaxed and kind of thinking. And then I need to just continue to think, not keep getting distraction about the tension, because that actually, it's real, you know? That's what will cause the tension, or I'm stuck in it. So you just keep thinking, keep feeling, and then try to be nice, because try not to watch too many movies, like less than 2 hours a day of the TV, because that's really what can cause the tension, where I just start zombieing out, thinking, maybe, start thinking depressed thoughts. You gotta start continuing to control your body with doing things, doing actions. Keep those thoughts going. Stay relaxed, that gut feeling's there, like where you feel like that emotional tai chi, where you're feeling the object before you need to touch it or anything like that. You just have an automatic that automatic sensation of everything around you takes thoughts and emotions, where you're really well aware of your surroundings, you're really well associated into that environment. And when you're feeling, also, I'll know when I'm when I'm feeling tension, is in the tension. When you listen to music, it doesn't sound good. The beat, you're not with the beat of the music. Music will suddenly, finally start to sound good again, where you feel like you're within the beat of the music, you feel within it. Just like when people have a then when people talk to you, you're immediately hearing what they're saying and thinking. Your thoughts are totally connected to their thoughts immediately. It's a whole different world, getting stuck in tension and getting out of the tension and being able to actually think about what the fuck's going on, where you are. It's quite astounding. It never would have happened to me if I didn't do that biofeedback, and I don't know if it really happens to anyone else, because this would have never happened to me. But to get so horrifically stuck in this tension sometimes and not get out of it, and then be the zombie man, barely even able to talk, not able to think. I guess in general, probably other people see me like I can't see myself, because there's hardly any thinking, so I can't even really tell how I look to the outside world from another person's perspective. But I think from the other person's perspective, I have one person say, it seems like you're scared, like you're walking around, you're kind of scared and stuff, it just, to other people, it just seems like, yeah, you just don't seem very smart, you seem like you're kind of dumb, which I am. When I get stuck in tension, I block the thoughts, and I know what it's like to be a dumb person that can't think very well. I actually do become dumb. So if you classify myself as dumb when stuck in tension, you would be right. Although I'm not naturally dumb. I should have never done that biofeedback that got me stuck in tension, where I can't think and I'm just zombied out in the tension. But, oh boy, it's so real. It's astounding what the fuck happened in my life with this fucking neurofeedback, but that is what it is. I just wish I could have it fully under control, and never do it ever again. And then when it does happen to me, to be able to just fearlessly get out of it kind of like right away and be like, well, I'm not doing that. Jesus, what am I doing? But hey, in the name of Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. I wish that was real. I would have got out of it a long time ago if there was some kind of God like saying, no, this is not randomness. But I don't know. I'll pray to whatever. Something. There probably is something more out there. Just something, whatever. So pray to that. Just let me get out of the tension, stay out of it. Let me be the nice, happy human being that I naturally would be and I want to be, of which that I am not, only because I'm stuck in tension, I'm in pain, I can't think. So, God, it's so fucked up. I want to be nice and happy and all that at all times, which I am automatically when I'm not in the tension, so. Just hard to explain. Let me know if you can kind of like relate or kind of understand what happens, and all that jazz. At least I could find somebody that relates to it or something. That would be interesting.